Hello, everyone. My name's Geoff Goddard from Agility in Mind, and today I'm joined by my colleague Helen Garcia. Hello, Helen. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Geoff. Thanks for having me.
Oh, looking forward to this session. A few weeks ago, as you know, we were working with a client, and I saw you put in place a coaching framework that was new to me, Cigar, and we just thought it might be useful if you could just walk through that for us. Is that okay?
Yeah, that would be great. So I love this framework, Cigar. Essentially, I'll just go step through it. The C is the current situation, as you can see here. In brief, how do you actually summarize your current situation? The I being the ideal, where do you want to get to? So almost if you were to compare that to the GROW framework, the goal. The gap is the G. So what are the gaps in between your current situation and where you ideally want to be? Starting to think about the wider ideas and scenarios. The A being the actions. So what are those small, tangible, bite-sized steps that you can take in order to progress towards your ideal and start to fill those gaps? And then the R is that review, that result. What would make that look successful? Like how would you measure that?
Right, that makes sense. And you touched on the GROW framework there, which I'm familiar with, and many people will be. Do you see this as is this your go-to framework? Do you prefer this? And if so, why?
But I think it works in different scenarios depending on what you need. But I do like this framework because one of the things that it helps you do is really grow that goal. So rather than just coming to a coachee or a team of people to say, what's the goal of this, which can be slightly intimidating, you're thinking, what is your current and what would be your ideal? And from that, you're already taking those steps to develop a goal.
That makes sense. And whereabouts in the kind of would you use this with teams, individuals, both? Where do you see this fitting in for example, a Scrum team or indeed any Agile team?
Yeah, so the framework can be used, I think, in both scenarios. So for one-to-one coaching, maybe with a Scrum Master, you can go through this and they can use it as their steps. And within a team, I like to think that perhaps you can use it in your retrospectives. I've certainly used Grow before in retrospectives, but you definitely could use this of what's the current situation, what's just happened in our sprint, and actually where would we like to be? Where's our deal? So going through those steps. So retrospectives, one-to-ones, and I would challenge people listening to tell us where else they might be able to use it as well.
That's great, Helen. Thank you so much. And don't forget, there's lots of content like this and indeed anything to do with Agile at our website on agility.im. Thanks again, Helen. Goodbye.
Great. Thanks, Geoff. Bye.